did the bell ringer, let's pay close attention. Parker, whenever you're going over the bell ringer, talk kind of loudly so that way those joining us on the camera can hear you because they can't see what's written on the board. All right, go ahead.
Okay. -9 times 5 is -45. -9 plus 5 is -4.
Okay, so what are your answers? What are your two integers?
That's all I got.
Well, -45 is your answer, is your product, and -4 is your sum. So what two integers?
-9 and 5.
Perfect. -9 and +5. Thank you. Brianna, tell us, do you agree or disagree?
I agree.
Yeah, very good. So if you times -9 times 5, you get -45. And if you add -9 plus 5, you get -4. Okay. That was today's bell ringer. Yesterday's bell ringer was written up here on the board, and I even sent you or made a comment, told you on Google Classroom.
Told you.
So, of course.
It said find two integers whose product is -20 and whose sum is -1. So that would be, let's see, either you could have -1 times 20, 1 times -20. These are all the possibilities. 2 times -10 or -2 times 10, -4 times 5, or 4 times -5. These are all the possibilities. But the next thing you need to check is which ones add up to -1, and that would be 4 and -5. So for yesterday's bell ringer, you should have 4 and -5.
I made it clear.
Okay. What questions do you have for me on the bell ringer? Okay. From now on, during lunch, I cannot allow you to go to your locker. I've been telling you this for a couple weeks now, actually since the beginning of school year, that you are not allowed to go to your locker during lunch. And I've been kind of lenient and letting you go, like if it's something you need for class. From now on, if you have to go to your locker, you're just going to have to wait until class starts, and then you'll just, when everybody's out of the hallway, and then you'll just have to take a tardy to go to your locker. So anything that you're going to need for class, you need to bring it at the beginning of lunch. You can't wait till during lunch to go and say, hey, I need this or I need that. You have to bring it at the beginning of lunch. Okay? If you have to go you won't be allowed to go during lunch. If it's something you absolutely need for class, you'll just have to take a tardy and then go after class starts.
What about the bathroom?
You automatically get a tardy if you go to the bathroom during class.
I'm not the night.
No, dear.
Oh, during lunch, you get to go to the bathroom one at a time. But then if you ask to go to the bathroom and then ask to go, and then you go to your locker instead, then you will get counted tardy. If you have to go to the restroom but go to your locker, or go to your locker on the way to the restroom, you will get counted tardy.
Well,
You get counted tardy.
so what if we drop our Chromebook off and then go get our stuff on the floor?
You need to bring everything with you to class. Whenever you first come to class, you need to get everything you're going to need for class and bring it with you. All right, so you can go ahead and put your bell ringers away. I want to remind you, if you are quarantined, homebound, or in off school, you are still required to join Google Meet each day and to do the bell ringers, and then you are to return bell ringers in on Friday after we go over it. Now, if you do not have a bell ringer sheet whenever you're at home or in off school, then you can write your stuff down on a piece of paper. You can either make it look like our bell ringer sheet and just put the boxes on your paper and put bell ringer at the top, or just make sure that you label each day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Pay attention, please. We should be facing the front. Or on your notebook paper, you can just put Monday and then do your bell ringer, and then below it, Tuesday, and do your bell ringer. But they all need to be on the same piece of paper, okay? Usually I'll try to get you a piece of a bell ringer sheet. Sometimes I just don't get time to get it to you before we do the bell ringer, so you can just do it on notebook paper, and then you can either transfer it over to a bell ringer sheet, or you can just turn in that notebook paper at the end of the week. Just make sure it has your name and it says bell ringer on it so I know what it's for. All right, one question questions do you have for me about bell ringer? Oh, also, if you're in op school or quarantine, homebound, you need to write that on each day. That way I know why it's not stamped. If you turn it in and it's not stamped, you'll get points taken off, even if you were gone. So like if you were absent, quarantined, op school, that needs to be written on your bell ringer each day. All right, now what questions do you have for me about the bell ringer?
Is
Are
that
they gonna do this today?
Do what? All right, I had two people ask questions. You have a quiz today.
Wait,
Cool.
cool.
The quiz that you were supposed to take yesterday, you're taking today. Alright, also, I wanted to show you, I still have some people that have not turned in their assignment from yesterday.
Oh, a decent amount of us gave it to him.
Yeah.
I'm talking about turning it in on big ideas.
Well, we gave him our work yesterday.
Yes, I got the people's work. Alright, hey guys, let's be quiet, please. Thank you. Alright, the people that have not turned it in are Parker, Colin, Cameron, Kaylee, and Alex. And then some of you, I need your work for it. Some of you have not turned in your work. 6.2, 6.4 review. So if you are one of those people that have not turned in your work for the assignment yesterday, you need to get that out. Make sure it says 6.2 to 6.4 review. Write your name on it. Pass it to the front row, pass it to the right.
That's all I was going to say. I didn't write the 6.3 to the 6.4. And I
It's all paper put together, so I know what it's for. All right, anyone else need to turn in work for 6.2, 6.4 review? Next thing. Next thing you have is a quiz. It's very important that you read the directions and do everything it says. Read the directions because the first set of problems, you don't actually solve them. It just says, state whether each answer will be positive, negative, or zero. You just write either the word positive, the word negative, or the word zero. You don't actually solve it. No, you need to write the word out.
What if we spell it wrong?
It's on there. You shouldn't spell it wrong. Then the bottom part says solve and show your work. If you don't show your work, you do not receive credit. I know the work could be very small. It could be simply you just doing 5 minus 4, writing 5 minus 4 equals 1 down. And then either making it a positive or a negative, or writing 2 times 3 is 6, and then making it a negative 6. Okay, so work won't be very hard to show. Once you're finished with the quiz, turn it in to me, and then you need to get out your notebook, and we're going to wait for everybody to finish, and then we're going to start 6.5 notes, which is dividing integers. Okay. What questions do you have for me before we get started? Yes, sir.
I do it for like the small one, like you said.
Because this is what we're learning, so that way I can, if you make a mistake, I can see what you did wrong. And if you get the wrong answer, you can still earn partial credit and not miss the entire, and not, like, let's say each one of these is worth 6 points. If you showed no work, you would miss it, you would miss 6 points. If you showed your work, you would miss probably 3 points. Or I could see that you just forgot a negative sign in your work, and so then you might just miss 1 point instead of all 6 points. All right, if you are leaving, if you have Miss Stone, she already has your quiz, so you can go ahead. Read the directions. It's very important to read your directions. Make sure you read the directions carefully. Miss Keaton does not have the quiz, so you'll take this, and when you're done, you can tell her it's up to her. If she wants to look over it, put it in my mailbox, I'll send you back down to the Alright, those of you that are left, let's see here. Ashton, can I get you back a seat, please?
Can we take our Mac stuff?
Yes. I do need you to clear everything off your desk except for a pencil and calculator, though. And then, let's see, for Chase, can I get you to move you back a seat, please? Yeah, Chase I lied. Can I get you to scoot up a seat? Daniel, can I get you to? It's not y'all that are messed up. You're good. It's right here. Alex, can I get you to scoot up right here, please?
Yeah.
And Gavin, can I get you to scoot up a seat, please? Yes, sir.
On the ones that you said positive, so we actually have to solve the same things. And then,
You don't have to.
like, how are we gonna see?
You can, but you don't have to.
My earphones closed. Like it feels like my brain is there on your ear.
And then will you put that folder underneath your desk, please? Make sure you read the directions. Alright, so page 28, dividing integers. So we-
put fractions.
So we have discussed what an integer is. It's whole numbers and their opposites and zero. Adding integers, subtracting integers, multiplying integers, and now we're dividing integers. Okay, so let's turn over to page 28. Like I said, it's actually your page 29. And put 28 up in the top right-hand corner and circle it for your page number. Don't forget to do that. And then you need to put 6.5 dividing integers at the top. 6.5 dividing integers. All right, so whenever you're dividing integers, if they have the same sign, if you are dividing two integers that have the same sign, so for instance, you're doing a positive divided by a positive, or a negative divided by a negative, that's always going to equal a positive number. Okay, so if you divide a positive divided by a positive or a negative divided by a negative, it's always going to be positive. Okay. If they have different signs, if their signs are different, so for instance, if you do a positive divided by a negative or a negative divided by a positive, that's going to equal a negative. So it's pretty much the same, it is the same rules as multiplying integers, because division is really, you're just multiplying by the reciprocal. Okay, so division is a form of multiplication. All right, so some examples. And let's write these examples down. 35 divided by negative 5. 35 divided by negative 5. Okay, so first I do 35 divided by 5.
7.
Okay, and 35 divided by 5 is 7. Then you look at the signs to see if they're the same sign or different signs. Well, this is positive and this is negative. A positive divided by a negative is a negative. So the answer is negative 7. All right, let's try another one. That was number 1. Number 2. Negative 8 divided by negative 2. Negative 8 divided by negative 2. Okay, so you do 8 divided by 2, which is 4, and it's a negative divided by a negative, and a negative divided by a negative is positive. So it's positive 4. You can put the positive sign in front of it, but you don't absolutely have to. Okay, what questions do you have for me so far?
Yes. Will we have homework over this tonight?
You could.
No.
Oh my
Oh, why would you ask that?
Easy anyway.
Number 3, 60 divided by 12. 60 divided by 12. Okay, so first you do 60 divided by 12, which is 5, and then it's a positive divided by a positive, and if I go back up here and look, a positive divided by a positive is positive. So positive 5.
Yummy like
Number 4, 6 divided by negative 6. Okay, so first you do 6 divided by 6, which is 1, and it's a positive divided by a negative, which is a negative. So that would be negative 1. Okay. What questions do you have for me?
Yeah, let's start working out. Why? Yeah, it's done and over with, so we don't have homework. I wouldn't do it.
No, I got ASD bird on the feet.
Yes, that's the end of the notes.
That's all? Okay.
Wow.
That's the shortest notes I've ever took.
How did you plan?
Oh, this is really important.
Come
on, guys, get your.
Alright, you need to get out your Chromebooks
Already done.
and go to Big Ideas Math.
Guys, make sure to show your work.
Yeah, because I was in front of it.
This class is well.
You complain too much.
That's what black people
What a
do.
joy.
They just complain.
Man, you racist. I'm about to take. All right, then.
Yeah, I'm racist.
Just the other day, she said like,
What he said I was racist.
He said that's what black people do.
Yep, I'm racist, alright. Yep,
I mean, he just
100%. I'm racist.
they can't even say it.
Oh, I mean, y'all say white people don't season their chicken, so.
Oh.
Alright, hey guys, let's have a seat. Have a seat. You should be sitting down and let's stop with the comments. Alright, you have an assignment on Big Ideas Math. You need to go to Big Ideas Math. And then go to the home page, and then it's 6.2, or so, I'm sorry, 6.5 self-check.
So we get checks?
No, it's a self-check.
Oh, great.
Oh.
So.
You're going to complete it and then see what grade you make on it.
So we don't need to be certain.
You ready to show work?
No, you don't have to show me your work.
Thank you. This is probably the happiest day of my life.
If I make this, I get bonus points.
No, the day you have a baby.
You can throw it, don't make it. You agree to serve as attendant.
Whoa!
Do it, man, you should do it.
Thanks, man.
Wait.
I did it. Yeah. Man, that was.
You probably like
Yeah,
change
yeah,
this
yeah.
to your
Alright, 6.5 self-check. It's on Big Ideas Math. Get logged on and get that completed.
Oh.
Once you have submitted 6.5 self-check on Big Ideas Math, then you can put up your calculator and get your folder and stuff ready to pass to the front.
Question, why is it only 4 questions?
It's a self-check. It's just to see if you know it.
Stop asking questions.
As long as it's on, I would do the self-check first. Get the self-check completed. It shouldn't take you long at all.
I hope I can use my calculator because I didn't.
You may use your calculator on Big Ideas Math.
Reload.
Oh. Oh.
You can put up your calculator and get your phone.
Good job looking your phone at.
Oh.
Forget EO.
I just pretty good.
check your grade. Once you're done, make sure you check your grade to see what you made.
No shit.
We're in the pigeon game.
What I get if it makes me a grade on?
I didn't understand that. I just put okay on it.
Whatever.
Alright, once you're finished, put up your calculator and get your phone and get your notebook ready to pass it
You
to
look
Brent. You
stupid.
don't have to turn your notebook in
I'm
yet.
asking you what grade was.
You're
Oh.
me.
Go to, assignments.
Oh, no, we're not.
Y'all,
I made him
Apparently I'm racist.
Yeah, whenever you're president, you wear a shirt that says black lives care more than white feelings. My whole family, they're all dead.
That's something.
Nah, I'm
Alright,
sorry.
hey guys,
Oh, my mama.
some people are still working and we're distracting them.
Like that.
Okay, go over to overdues, click on overdues. No, like, click on it, there you go. You can click on it and it'll show you which one you missed.
Missed the last one?
Yeah.
That rose?
Molly, let's talk about my boy Ag.
Alex says it's
My Ag boy.
Alright, people in the front row need to collect the folders and notebooks and put them up.
Oh.
Give me your motor.
Why didn't they delete